Dr. Oz, first off, what could you tell us? I read in the New York Times today, they wrote the story. We heard about your show yesterday, hydroxychloroquine. We had great hope for this a week ago. Then we didn't hear much of it. What can you tell us about this now?
Well, there is an important randomized study, still unpublished, from Wuhan, China. Dr. Ian Lipkin joins me on the show. He's the famous virus hunter. We've spoken to the medical leadership of China. We've vetted the study. We think it's real. Here's what they showed. 62 patients randomized. Half of them get the traditional therapy they're offering in China. Half of them get traditional therapy, plus they added hydroxychloroquine, the medication, the malaria drug we've been talking about. And here are their results. We have a full screen. We can put it up so everyone can look at this and digest it. In terms of symptoms, their temperature, their fevers broke instead of 3 days, which is the norm over there on this treatment, they got 2 days, which is cutting a 50% reduction. In terms of coughing, the other big symptom you have, again, it takes a little over 3 days oftentimes for that to go away, and that was dropped to 2 days. Those symptoms also correlate with infectivity. So the fact that they were dropping the amount of time they have those symptoms may also reflect the reduction of infectivity, but they didn't measure that. And here's the part that really caught my attention. They did CT scans of the chest in all the patients. All the patients had pneumonia when they started. Over the course of the 5-day treatment with the hydroxychloroquine, in 55% of the control population where they just got the normal therapy, there was some resolve and resolution of the pneumonia. In 81% of the patients on the hydroxychloroquine, there was improvement in the lungs images. In addition, and that was all those, by the way, everything I've said is statistically significant, even at 62 patients. Despite being small, they still got the measures that we like to see in medicine. Now, we need a bigger clinical trial. This is an early effort to try to show a lot of people whether this is the right way to go or the wrong way to go. I should point out that in the 31 patients that were the control group, 4 patients had bad outcomes. They got significantly worse. None of the patients in the hydroxychloroquine group got significantly worse. So the Chinese are using this as part of their routine treatment. They have a national protocol for measuring COVID-19. I think we ought to consider something like that in this country, but at least physicians and patients should be able to discuss this a bit more comfortably until we have the bigger randomized data from studies done in this country.